to the Circle TV. You're now tuned into the Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread show. I am your host, Mr. Goodbread.
And I'm Mrs. Goodbread.
Now today, guys, one of my subscribers asked me what's my opinion and what's my views on emotional intelligence. And pretty much, guys, that's just a fancy word for street smarts. And street smarts, when you break street smarts down, that just means you don't allow people to use your emotions against you, you know what I mean? And that's important, guys. You know what I mean? On this channel, we talk about female nature and all of that, but we're going to go over some life nature, right? This is just life, people in general, you know what I mean? You want to be street smart and book smart, you know what I mean? Those are more so the more successful people around, the ones that are book smart and street smart, you know what I mean? You're going to always be able to create opportunities for yourself. We're going to go over, I like my list.
I know you do.
I like my list. So I'm going to go over 7 things right now that you need to equip yourself with in order to be street smart, you know what I mean? So if you consider yourself street smart, check down on these 7. If you got all 7, then you right on. All right? All 7.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So number 1, guys, we're going to start off with you're not easily manipulated. You know what I mean? Your mind don't easily change. You know what I mean? And you don't really allow people to use the reverse psychology on you. They can't use your own emotions against you because they'll use it. You know what I mean, guys? People, you know what I mean? Men, women, children, they will use your emotion. They see you sad, they'll play on that. Try to sell you something. You know what I mean? To cheer you up. You know what I mean? Guys, they see you thirsty, they'll play on that. They'll sell you something, market you something. You know what I mean? So that's just the nature of people, period. All right? It's to be manipulative. All right, guys. So number 2, going to be you understand the nature of this world and the people in it. And what I mean by that, guys, is you understand that if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is true, guys.
It's probably too good to be true.
Right, guys. You know what I mean? Magic is for movies. You know what I mean? Like if somebody tell you give them XYZ and they're going to bring you back this, and you know what I mean? You pretty much know, like, come on, you guys gotta be aware. You gotta be aware of these things right there. This is the world, man. Like I said, man, the world they'll play on your laziness, man. They'll play on your laziness. That goes for my people that's in the gym. You know what I mean? Buying all of those energies and things.
Energy drinks.
Yeah, I hope y'all know that drink. They playing on y'all intelligence. They playing on 95% of that stuff in that store does not work. It's not gonna work. You know what I mean? A diet is a diet. You're gonna have to work hard for it. Ain't no such thing as shortcuts, honestly, guys. Ain't no such thing as shortcuts, guys. You know what I mean? That's what everything. That's these internet scams, these pyramid schemes, and you know what I mean? If it's too good to be true, it is. You gotta understand the nature of people. They'll play on your emotions.
Right.
You know what I mean? And number 3, guys, you gotta be socially aware. You know what I mean? You gotta be socially aware, guys. When you walk into a room and
the whole vibe change, then you should know, like, let me go ahead on.
Let me get out of here. You know what I mean? Always know when you not really welcome. Know when you not wanted. Know when you not needed. Just know when it's your time to go. You know what I mean? A lot of people drag situations just missing the timing. You know what I mean? Wrong place, wrong time. A lot of that could be solved by people just knowing when to go because you
Being
feel
more
it.
Aware. You have to be aware of the vibe and that's going on where you're at. You have to know, like, this vibe ain't right. Let me go.
Right. That's with anything, guys. That's with women. That's with jobs. Sometimes you be at the job and you can't
But you can't just go from there.
But then you have to
know that. Be aware of it.
Be aware of it and know that it's time for you to start filling out applications on your day off to get up out of there. But you gotta know, like, you know what I mean? You feel it though. You'll feel it.
You'll feel that.
All right.
You gotta trust your gut.
Trust your gut. Number 4, gonna be you can't be baited in an emotional response. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's just some people out here in the world that just get a kick out of fucking with you, that get a kick out of just trolling you. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean.
You can't let those emotions make you respond in a way that you don't want to respond because that person trolled you to piss you off, and now you're gonna respond negative when that's not how you want to respond. You have to control your emotion.
I definitely had to fall back when it got to this number right here because this guys is my I'm fighting this right now. I'm fighting this battle right now, guys, and it's not. You know what I mean? It's not good to be able to have somebody that could push your buttons. You know what I mean? See, good thing lucky for me is no one person that can just push, that get a rattle out of me. It's no one person that just could push my button and no, you know what I mean? But I gotta just not allow anybody to be able, I gotta watch it, you know what I mean? But guys, you shouldn't have any one person. You know what I mean? I go for you guys that's in a relationship too, you know what I mean? If your female just pushes your buttons, if you with a female that could just push your buttons, and listen, the worst thing you could do is blow out, give that outburst because
that's what they want.
That's what they want. The button. Right? They gonna get a kick out of that. They gonna go laugh. You know what I mean? They're gonna go show their friend. Look at this asshole. Look at him. They gonna have a good old gut laugh. You know what I mean?
And then they know how they can control you. All they got to do is push this button or say this or do this to make you react this way.
Right. So don't let nobody puppet you.
Right.
Period. And now the next one, this is a good one, guys. Definitely gotta be aware of your surroundings, and this is at all times.
Right. No matter where you are, walking down the street, you should know what's going on around you, what's going on across the street, what you just passed. You should be keen and alert to everything you see while you're walking down the street, because you never know what could happen coming from which direction.
As a fact, I don't care what conversation or what text message you texting or what thing you in. Listen, I'll be in the heaviest conversations on Facebook, walking down the street, texting my ass off. But I bet you I noticed when the old man walked in the store. I noticed when he pulled off out of his car. I noticed when Shorty over there stopped to tie her little man's shoe. When the light changed and all of that, you have to be aware. You got to be robotic with this, yo.
There's so many people walking around unaware, like what you said with the texting on the phone. They so busy into that text, they don't even realize they're about to run into the pole or they about to get robbed or whatever. You're so busy in that damn phone. You have to be aware of your surroundings.
And you keep trouble and you keep unnecessariness away from you. When you're aware, because you'll be surprised how many weirdos you'll peep. Being aware, you'll peep them, and the weirdos will peep, you peep them, and you just deterred the weirdo from doing anything to you. You know what I mean? So you always want to be aware of your surroundings. Remember, they prey on a week. We live in a world where people prey on a week, and it's sad, but it is what it is, guys. You know what I mean? And number 6, gonna be not a sucker for love, guys. Not a sucker for love. You know, that's this the best one, right? This the most dangerous one. This the most dangerous one right here. And this go for you. This go for both sides. Don't, like I said, this is for life. This for men and women. Because there's a lot of women be a sucker for love too. They want a nigga to love them so bad, so they allow and tolerate so much stupidity.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not cool, guys. That's why I say you could love your partner, but don't be in love, yo. That in love joint leave you vulnerable. You know what I mean? This is me personally, guys. You know what I mean? I know me and Mrs. Goodbread don't share the same. Y'all saw the video. We already have a video like that where we done argue for about a whole 3 debate, not a debate.
But go ahead.
Yeah, right, but
Right,
that in
don't be a
love
sucker
joint,
for
don't be
love.
in love. Don't be in love. Love them, but don't be in love. Because when you in love, you just vulnerable, man. And I'm gonna leave that like that because I can feel the heat on my neck right
Thank you.
now. But
Thank you
it is
kindly.
what it is. Look,
Thank you kindly.
I'm gonna put you on the
Next.
spot one day and be like, "You love me, right?
I'm going to put you back on the spot. Next.
Right? You love me, right?" All right. So you break it all the way down. But last but not least, guys, survival skills. You gotta have some type of survival with you. You know what I mean? You gotta have some survival. Not for nothing. I think if you separate us two and you put her in Louisiana and you put me in Kentucky and you give us 12 months, by the time we link back up, we'll have just the amount, whatever we sitting on right now, we'll have that the same amount, if not more. You know what I mean? And you know why? Because we'll both tuck our pride to get where we got to get back at.
Right. To do what we got to do to get where we need to be at.
And pride is the number one thing that guys got to learn how to control. Everybody, man and woman.
Right. Not just guys.
Man and woman. Pride.
Mm-hmm.
You got to swallow your pride at times, guys. In order to go forward, you got to take 2 steps back sometimes.
Absolutely.
You got to be willing to take them 2 steps back. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people lost their job back in 2008 when the depression was heavy. They was making $130,000. They lost their job and they couldn't fathom going to McDonald's to make $35,000 in 3 years to get back what they had in one. They can't fathom that, so they just rather sit there and wait or prolong and procrastinate for the. You know what I mean? Start coming up with all these elaborate plans on how this person gonna call them or that person gonna call them or they waiting for this or you know what I mean? And it's just a bunch of nonsense, it's a bunch of BS, and you know what I mean? It come back to bite them in the back. You know what I mean? You gotta have that survive. You gotta be able to swallow your pride in order to survive. Period.
Right.
You know what I mean, guys? And that's my take. That's our take on what it is to be street smart, you know what I mean? And anything else you want to add to that? I like how they put that, though, emotionally intelligent.
It sounds good, though, right?
It sounds really great.
How to be street smart? Okay, here we go.
That was it.
Right.